Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. A little sip of water from my environmentally unfriendly liquid receptacle, which will promptly go in the recycling bin, because I'm not a monster.
I am. I'm totally a monster. It's that time again. You know what time it is, Mike?
You bet I do. Oh, boy.
Is it News of the Squares or News of the Square?
It's something of the something. Return of the Jedi?
Rise of the Squares? Rise of the Squares.
Yes, that's it.
Squares 2
Jeff?
Electric Boogaloo?
Jeff who? Jeff Skywalker. Yes, that's your name.
Jeff Skywalker.
And I'm Mike Skywalker. Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Yes. And you're listening to News of the Squared.
With
a
D. Yes, we like the D. Whoa, oh man, that came out wrong.
That's what she said?
Indeed.
Or he. Whatever way. Or they.
Right you are, Jeff Skywalker.
Yes. I will use the Force and try to get out of this horrible mess. Okay, so we give you news that you probably don't really want or you might find amusing, and just enjoy it. Sit back and take it. Take it! And some of it is from our buddy Scott. Scott! The great Scott Brown. So I'm going to start here because we'll start with the sports because I think this is amusing.
News of the sports. Super Bowl's coming, you know.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with that.
Oh.
So a failed minor leaguer blames Derek Jeter and sues the Yankees and loses. Former minor leaguer Garrison Lassiter attempted to sue the New York Yankees for $34 million because, according to him, the organization did not nurture his talents as to protect Derek Jeter. In a lawsuit last May, Lassiter, who never played above high A ball, claims that because Derek Jeter was afraid of competition and essentially ran the organization, the Yankees prevented him from achieving his maximum ability and reaching the majors.
Poor guy.
Lassiter sent letter after letter to Major League Baseball blaming the Yanks because in order to protect the career of Derek Jeter, the organization didn't play him enough and demoted him unfairly.
Maybe because he didn't play as well as Derek Jeter.
Apparently that's not the case, according to our friend Mr. Lassiter. I cannot get on the field due to the New York Yankees trying to control my career, he wrote in caps to several major league teams looking for deals that never came. I am the only baseball player that will stand up to the New York Yankees. He added in his final page of a document which was filed with the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of North Carolina.
A document? Manifesto? Maybe?
He's suing for interference and lost years, and he made a guesstimate that he was owed $34 million because as an athlete he was, quote, a combination of the Dodgers' Corey Seager, at one time Yankee pitching prospect turned football backup Brandon Whedon. Seager has earned $17.4 million and Whedon $11.5 million after a 5-year run in the NFL. Lassiter wanted that plus another $5.6 million for a failed basketball career. So anyway, apparently a district judge quickly dismissed Lassiter's suit, stating that the case was lacking any federal question raised, and the complaint having already determined the diversity jurisdiction does not exist, and the court is unable to further adjudicate Lassiter's claims. He was the 27th pick in 2008 out of a North Carolina high school. He played 5 seasons of minor league ball, hitting .244 with an on-base of .326 and a slugging of .302. 4 home runs and 75 RBIs in 235 games. Yeah, that's totally comparable to Seager, who was in the majors by 21 and won the Rookie of the Year in 2016. Following the 2012 season, Yankees released Lassiter. He next attempted to play football at the University of Miami after a redshirt season. He was dismissed from the program in 2014. Sadly, Lassiter, who is now reported living out of his car, spent the entire $675K signing bonus that the Yankees gave him in 2008 to put himself through law school. Here hopes Lassiter's putting his degree to something in good use down the line. I just thought it was fascinating that he's suing the Yankees and Derek Jeter for holding him back in his career.
Well, I went to law school, and I said the law says that I'm owed money.
I just, the funny, like I said, the part where your stats sometimes don't show, the stats don't show it. So I just thought it was crazy that he's so.
The numbers don't lie.
The numbers are not lying, and you're not worth $34 million, my friend. Like I said, I thought you'd get a kick out of that one because. Oh boy!
The People's Court. They should have took it to Judge Wapner.
Yeah, no, that would have been hysterical if they had taken it like that. Could you imagine him with like Judge Judy? She would have killed him. That would have been fun to watch. Yeah, you're right. That should have been something that we saw, like Judge Judy or something like that. What do you got, Mike? Do you got anything?
Oh, sure. I got a few stories from Scott. A police arrested a Penn man. Now, I guess that's the town, Penn. Pennyan. It's
Okay.
2 words. They arrested a man for a 5th time this week after an incident at a local hospital. Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Police say 66-year-old Mark Booth was taken into custody after refusing to leave the hospital. They say he had been asked to leave by staff, but refused to do so. They say Booth then began yelling at officers and then even threatened to have the police arrested. He threw himself on the floor and refused to get up.
Wait, how do you arrest the police?
You don't? Booth was escorted out of the building and given a ride to his residence. Police say they have reached out to several agencies in the Finger Lakes to get the man the help he needs. It's unclear if any of those requests have been successful since his most recent arrest. He was issued another appearance ticket and released. But after being arrested 3 times in 3 days, the Penn man police said defecated multiple times while being taken to custody as a way to avoid being charged. Responded to a trespass complaint at local businesses where he'd previously been arrested. Banned over the weekend following a theft. In the most recent incident, Booth was accused of harassing the employees at a store and not leaving. So it sounds like he just needs help. Poor guy, but yeah, just...
he avoided prosecution by taking a poop?
He was trying to, but I guess it didn't, so... I guess this was in...
Constipation.
This is happened in the old town of Penn, New York. That's 3 towns south of Geneva. So that's around where Scott's hometown is. So I guess this story hit close to home for him. So
yeah, it sounds like a shitty story.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
I wonder if that would really work. Yeah, I'm gonna poop on you. You can't arrest me.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, but it could. If you sat there and defecated on. Well, anyway.
They can't touch us. Down.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. All right, next story.
Oh, I wish Ivan was here for this one. So Pornhub is being sued. And the reason Pornhub is being sued is one man is upset because he claims he's being denied because he's deaf and hearing impaired and it doesn't have the access to its videos that others can easily enjoy because there are no closed captions.
No subtitles.
No subtitles.
But do you really need them? I mean, really? I guess he does.
It depends on what you're watching.
I guess he does. So
depends on what you're watching.
Okay. Well,
so
he can go to court with what's his name and blame Jeter.
Well, no. This at least he's got a case, which is he said that the individual Yaroslav Suris, I don't even know if I did that right. Says the lack of closed caption violates the rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act, which it does.
Oh my goodness.
It does. He's not wrong.
Well, I've not had gone in and fixed. Oh God, I would never have to, but I hope I never have to. But I'm fixing the subtitles to all our YouTube videos, which are not videos, pretty much. It's an audio with like a still shot. So I would not want to go and fix our subtitles on YouTube. But you wouldn't have to do a lot of fixing for. I mean, you can get away with only like 2 or 3 words. You think in most videos, unless you're setting up for the story.
Well, I mean, and
or
I mean, well. So in documents, he says that the deaf and hearing impaired can't understand the audio portion of videos on the website. Some of the titles he says he watched was completely lost on the dialogue. Like
he's lost. I don't know how to follow this.
Well, I'm confused. Why are you watching?
I'm confused by the plot.
Why are you looking for a plot? There's your first problem. Why are you watching plot for porn? What the hell are you watching? So he was completely lost on the dialogue for the following adult features: hot step aunt babysits disobedient nephew.
Oh God!
Sexy cop gets witness to talk. And Daddy 4K, Allison comes to talk about money to her boy's naughty father. The guy says that he and those in similar situations would shell out dough for Pornhub's premium subscription that calls it pointless without closed captioning. So he's suing to get Pornhub to be inclusive and add the closed captioning plus damages. Pornhub has responded since the last time I put this up. Their VP, Corey Price, tells TMZ, we understand that he's suing Pornhub for claiming we've denied the deaf and hearing impaired access to our videos. While we generally do not comment on active lawsuits, we'd like to take this opportunity to point out that we do have a closed captions category. Really?
Well, I guess they do.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We at News of the Squared do investigative reporting, do we not, Mike?
When necessary, yes. And I guess this is one of those times, I guess. Right, Jeff?
I think it might be. Hold on. Categories. All right.
No, you got it right there on your bookmark.
Why gotta be that way?
Well, you seem the one very eager to get to the bottom of this story, so.
Yes, they do.
Oh, well, there you go.
They do. They have 1,246 videos.
Well, he's got a choice. He's got a selection.
He's got
options.
He's got options, not nearly the options he.
Yeah, there's have, like how many millions of videos?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Like that old song, the internet is for porn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I mean, but there's quite a bit here. I mean, Riley,
over 1,000 videos. I think you can find one that'll.
I mean, that's got to be good stuff.
Mm.
Big teacher Romney Rain wants some big dick. I mean,
don't they all?
I don't know. Amberlynn sucks and swallows Brennan iron. Okay. Wow. SMR girlfriend roleplay handjob and dirty talk in bed.
How can you have ASMR if you're hearing impaired?
Would you like me to check and see?
No, that's quite all right, Jeff. But I'm just a little quandary of mine that I just kind of.
Well, that just means I guess you're just reading it, right?
I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. Do you really need? Well.
No, I don't. I think. Well, I hope the guy gets justice.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of justice he wants.
Justice for hearing impaired porn.
In fairness, have you ever seen the closed captioning on like regular TV? It's horrible.
Yeah, it's like there's like a 10-15 second delay. And
it's not even that, and then the words aren't right.
No, they don't match, and sometimes they left whole sentences out. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, if I actually needed to use that for a living, I would
closed
sleep by now.
captioned live television is different than movies and TV.
Oh no, TV's just as bad in movies.
Really? Okay.
Oh my god, it's horrible. It's really bad. At least the network stuff is bad. Not even the network stuff. No, now that I think about it, no, it's just bad. Or maybe Comcast has a bad interpretation program. I have no idea.
You mean it's naughty, don't you?
No, well.
Naughty subtitles.
Well, that's what he's looking for.
Very naughty.
Very naughty. Anyway, speaking of, I don't know where I was going with this. What's next, Mike?
Hey, look, another poop story from Scott.
Oh, God. Another one?
It's a claim. New Jersey woman claims an Amazon package had delivered. Oh, dang it. Pop-ups. Pop-ups are dumb. New Jersey woman claims Amazon delivered her diapers with poop already in them.
Well, they want to be all-inclusive, right?
Oh, yeah. A woman in New Jersey claims she got a very unpleasant and potentially hazardous Amazon delivery this week when she ordered 2 boxes of diapers. Her name is Nassly Sales. Nassly. Nassly.
Oh, maybe I should check her up on Pornhub.
She sounds like she's on there. From Jersey City, New Jersey, placed an order for diapers on Amazon's warehouse selection, where open box and returned items are sold to the public at a discounted rate. Well, that's the problem. You're buying diapers that were returned, and that's what they do with the returns. They resell them cheap. It's like, I remember seeing like the Black Friday sales, and then it's like right before Christmas, you hear that like people expect to return like $1 billion worth of Amazon packages after Christmas.
You know, a pre-poop there's a place in
pre-pooped diapers
for pre-pooped diapers. I mean, I would think teenagers would want those, so that they know that when you want to throw them on somebody's door, or college pranks or hijinks or stuff like that. I would think that would be the obvious answer to that.
So, she ordered it from the warehouse section where open box and returned items are sold to the public at a discount rate. When sales opened the package, however, she said that some of the diapers had what appeared to be poop in them and were already soiled. She says, I picked up the diapers and it was a little bit heavy. I was half asleep and the lights were off.
Oh, boy.
At that point, I turned on the light, and that's when I noticed these diapers are neatly folded, and they are soiled. Amazon says they are conducting an investigation.
Yeah.
And their website says that all open box and resold items are certified before being put back on the market.
You know, this could be something as simple as you pissed off the customer service person on the phone, and somebody said, you know what? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but, you know, okay, we'll get even with this person.
I have a friend of mine whose wife works on a call center from home, and she gets the stupidest complaints from people.
Oh, yeah. Well, I worked at a call center at one point, and during Christmas time, and yeah, it's not fun to be on the other side of that, because first of all, some of those people are on hold forever. They're not happy campers.
No.
It's holiday season. You got to tell them things they don't want to hear.
I know. I hear you. With my line of work, people come in and they're not at their best. So.
Well, and the worst part is, and this is the mentality that I wish call center people would understand, which is, don't sound like you don't care. That is my number one pet peeve, is when somebody sounds like they don't give a shit.
So you'd rather have them bullshit you?
I think at least sound like you actually have some concern. Not this, you're just like number name.
Just like to paraphrase Martin Luther King, if you're going to be a street sweeper, be the best damn street sweeper you can be.
Amen.
That's right.
Preach.
So if you're going to be, helping people with returned pre-soiled diapers, just do your best job.
Yeah.
Be proud of what you are. And
it sounds shitty. Don't do that.
More shitty news.
You know what? Maybe we should send those to that Lassiter guy. He could use that.
She could help. Yeah, maybe she could hire him as a lawyer and sue for $34 million for the pre-soiled diapers.
Yes, exactly.
And hopefully Amazon will get to the bottom of this investigation.
Yes. I think they should team up with Pornhub and find out things. Because I don't think those Pornhub videos are the ones that are closed captioned.
Did we get any news on that, whether Bang Bros is going to get that stadium name in Florida?
They're not getting that.
No.
There's no way they're getting that.
It's not happening now.
That's not happening. That was never going to happen.
Okay. Any poop stories next, Jeff? Or is that all my department?
I have something a little bit more different, which is man hijacks airport monitor to play PS4 game. Apparently, this man is not playing Galaga. A young man waiting at the Portland International earlier today, perhaps bored as we all are from the drudgery of airports, figured he could unpack his PS4 console, plug it into the airport information monitor, and start playing some Apex Legends right there on the spot.
Is there a picture on the website? Is there a chair he's sitting in?
Yes, there's a picture.
Is he sitting in a chair?
Literally sitting there playing.
Nice.
You know what my favorite part is? This is the part I laugh about. Where's the TSA? Where's the TSA?
Well, he's not like he's boarding a flight, so he doesn't have to go through security.
I don't know if he got that far or not. I can't tell. The long and short of it is they're busy, like, basically making sure everybody takes their shoes off and all that crap. Some guy just hijacked the whole freaking screen. So, local radio station KXL reported that the man had his console connected to the monitor, intended to display a map of the airport for visitors. An incident heard on a local emergency scanning as a hijacking of the display. When approached and asked to quote unquote unplug and cease using monitors at the airport by operations supervisors, he reportedly asked very politely if he can finish his route first. That's great. That request was denied, and the Port of Portland spokesperson Ma Simons took the opportunity to use the incident as a good reminder for what not to do at the airport. I don't know. Sounds like a really good thing to do at the airport.
When you're waiting,
seriously.
When you're picking up somebody at the airport and their flight has been delayed for like 3 hours or whatever, and you got
seriously. Here's an idea. Maybe you could offer a location that people could use that and do that. You know? And in O'Hare, there should be a place where you can just sit there and smoke and toke, and pull levers for casino stuff because it's coming. So I don't know. I just think it's funny. That man is playing Galaga. Apparently, he's playing Apex Legends. Seriously, how do you get far enough? I mean, I'm looking at the picture. The guy is literally sitting in front of the thing. You can watch the guy. He's just sitting there. Nobody.
Everybody's busy. Everybody's got a life to live. We all got to get to our next destination.
I understand. It's the part where I just kind of laugh because it's like, how did he get that far? How did he get to the point where he actually was able to hook it up? That nobody was like, hey, what do you think you're doing? He actually got the chance to play. That means that nobody watched for at least 10 to 15 minutes. It's got to be because it's Portland. Because in Chicago, that would never happen, right?
At O'Hare,
I don't want to
find
out the hard way. I'm not finding out. That's for sure. No way. I'm not finding out the hard way whether or not that would work in Chicago or not. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that man is playing Galaga. Because, anyway. All right, Mike, what else you got? Or do you have anything else? Or do
I've got a couple left.
Okay.
This one out of Providence, Rhode Island. A Rhode Island man accidentally shot himself in the scrotum while sitting on his bed, according to police.
Oh, God.
Providence police officers found Edward Martinez, age 22, in a hallway wearing no pants with a gunshot wound to his scrotum.
Where is he located at?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is he originally from Rhode Island?
Apparently. Martinez told police he took his pants off after he fired the gun and located the wound. He's taken to a Rhode Island hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police seized 3 guns that were found inside Martinez's bedroom, including a semi-automatic pistol on his bedside table. He isn't facing any criminal charges at this time, according to the police commander Thomas Verdi. So, okay.
I just.
So if he's got a scar there, you can be Scar Scrotum. He could go on Pornhub and be sure you're on subtitles.
Yeah, he could.
It's like John Wayne Bobbitt.
He could sue them for He could sue them and the Yankees because that's what he'd be doing.
Yeah,
for
Derek Jeter made him. Yeah, Jeter made him shoot himself in the scrotum.
Yeah, and then sit in diapers that are pre-soiled.
Oof.
There we go. There's our answer.
Yep.
I see. This is why I don't think I'm against gun laws. There are too many stupid people doing things like this. They'll get rid of themselves. They'll do dumb things. And they'll shoot themselves in places like the scrotum, which... Why would you
have a loaded gun? Just people have no... I grew up around them, so I know how to behave around them. So, he's 22 years old. He's a freaking idiot, so...
Let's be half naked and play with the gun.
Well, he had to remove his pants. He might have been wearing pants when the gun went off. He took his pants off so he can get better access to his wound, I guess, so...
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. He had his pants off when the police arrived because that way they could see where he got shot.
Dude, why are you pointing at your scrotum? Why are you pointing at not any... make sure the safety's on.
Dumbasses.
Come on, man.
No, you don't have a loaded weapon. Anyway. Okay. Jeff, what are you...
We're going to go a different direction.
Where are we going here?
Which is, apparently, because they make everything bigger in Texas.
Oh, you sure do. That's right.
They sure do. And what they make bigger in Texas these days is the world's largest Snickers bar. Apparently, this happened in a plant from Waco, Texas. And Guinness was there to declare this masterpiece. It's the biggest Snickers bar in the world. Any guesses on the size of this thing? Have you seen this picture?
I think I saw a picture on the internet, but I did not see the dimensions or weight.
4,700 pounds.
That's over 2 tons.
Yep. 2 feet high, 26 inches wide. It's the size of 4,300 single-size Snickers bars put together.
That's a big Snickers.
Yep, it is.
To quote Winston Zedmore.
Yeah, that's a big Twinkie. This is a big Snickers. Yeah,
I'm a Three Musketeers guy. I'd rather have a Milky Way rather than a Snickers.
Okay.
I just don't. That's just me. I don't.
I just question what you're going to do with it.
Okay, apparently now that you've done it, what exactly?
Yeah, so we're getting there. The inspiration was basically the joke that we just made about everything being bigger in Texas. People told me everything in Texas is bigger, and that's what we mentioned to our social team mentioned as well, said Snickers value manager Rudud Ennebergs. This bar that we made in the last week absolutely is the sum of, I think, what we call everything's bigger in Texas, because it's the biggest Snickers bar ever made. It's the largest chocolate nut bar ever made in the world. That's not true. I can think of a lot of large chocolate nut bars, but we won't get into that. Amazon might have them in diapers. The plant was one of the largest producers of the candies in the world, obviously from Mars. Mars says the world record is a tease to a suit. We were talking about this on Squares of the Roundtable podcast about we hadn't heard anything about Super Bowl commercials. It's a tease to a Snickers Super Bowl commercial that you could see on February 2nd. So what's great about this record is the factory workers here don't normally have the opportunity to do something at this scale. They make a product that everyone loves to eat on a daily basis, but they do it at the scale, and they do it on the scale, and they really go and do something above and beyond as inspiring. The plant plans on giving out pieces of the bar to Mars workers around the country. That's what you decided to do with this? You could feed small island countries. But you decided you're going to give it to... Oh, boy.
They're hoping it goes viral.
Yeah, I guess it did. We did
what
do it on the show.
I guess so. It's made it that far. So
you know, to me, all I really want to do is I want to see someone drop this in the pool like Spalding.
It's right.
From
Duty!
From Caddyshack.
Oh, that was Baby Ruth, I think.
I know it was, but I'd still like to see this.
I know this. I don't think a 4,700-pound Snickers bar is going to float.
No, I think it's going to create a tidal wave, which would be awesome.
Drop it in a pool, yeah.
Boom.
Boom. See the splash, man?
Seriously. Seriously, I'm all. Why did they even wrap it? They have a wrapper on here. Did they really need? Well, I guess they did.
Just be sure the thermostat is under 65 in the room.
Seriously, I'm curious a little bit about that myself. Okay, you're going to transport this to people who work from Mars all around the country or the world. You're going to have to get coolers.
It's going to make a mess, refrigerated truck.
What are you going to do? Slice it like a cake?
A 2-ton candy bar driving around the country? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's driving around the country. I think they're just going to ship it weird.
Oh, they're just going to segment it and ship it out. Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nearly as cool, does it?
No. Like I said, I'm not big on Snickers. That's me, though.
Yeah, I understand.
What's your go-to candy bar, Jeff?
Well, Reese's, obviously.
Reese's? Cups?
Yeah, I'm more a Reese's Cups guy. Yeah,
I still got a half a bag of the Reese's peanut butter cup, like in the holiday shapes. It's in the fridge, so like I'll have like the ones that are shaped like a stocking or a snowman.
Okay,
but they're like not like the full size like trees you could buy separately for like $1 or something. But these are tiny ones, so but see, you get more peanut butter out of those.
Yeah.
No, I'm Three Musketeers. That's my go-to is Three Musketeers. I got to go for one. I know I'm doing pretty good on my diet, so no thanks. I won't take any of the giant Snickers either.
Okay,
so.
what else you got?
Speaking of taking a bite, Florida man. Yes, we have the Florida man. He wakes up to find another man sucking his toes.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
We did?
Yes.
Okay. We did talk about this last week?
Uh-huh.
Match force suspect outside the intricate car. Yeah, broke the windshield. How about that? Well,
we're so enamored by toes.
They brought a canine unit to track the suspect. Okay, we still have no follow up as to whether the toe sucking man was located. So
no, that sucks.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe we should give him a Snickers. They'd find him.
Okay, so that one was already from last week. So I'm gonna do my one little celebrity bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, apparently Madonna has canceled another show on her tour. And quoting saying she must listen to her body.
Okay.
The star gave fans in Lisbon, that's the capital of Portugal, just 45 minutes notice that her show on Sunday night was being called off. We regret to inform you that Madonna is unable to perform this evening. An email informed ticket holders at 19:45 she had been due on stage at 20:30. That's military time for 8:30. So she wrote on Instagram, "Sorry I had to cancel tonight, but I must listen to my body and rest." This is the 8th time Madonna has had to cancel a show on her current world tour, which sees her playing smaller, intimate theater venues. I don't know, is she even playing, like, the U.S. anytime?
She did. She came through Chicago, and she did that stupid thing where... She did that stupid thing in Chicago where she did all her shows starting at 9-10 o'clock at night on a weeknight.
Oh, okay.
And they were expensive too. I mean,
yeah, they're like what, $400-500 a ticket?
Yeah, I was tempted to do it because she was supposed to be at Chicago Theater, and that's that would have been a solid place to see Madonna. But I heard as soon as I heard the price of the tickets, I'm like,
nope.
No.
Well, I'm
not paying $500 to see Madonna.
But 8 cancellations on her tour. I don't know if she's like doing like a makeup or there people just getting a flat refund or what.
I'm just thinking that she's channeling Axl Rose. Maybe Axl Rose. Maybe they brain transferred Axl Rose into her.
Well, she has not revealed.
Because seriously, Axl, that's something Axl would do.
Yeah. She has not revealed the nature of her injury, but told one audience in San Francisco that she was suffering from, quote, a torn ligament and a bad knee in November.
Ooh, that's bad.
In a video posted to social media last week, she was shown wearing knee supports while rehearsing for an earlier show in Lisbon. She said, she wrote in a caption, how an injured Madam X warms up for a show, very carefully. Knee supports, so... The star has been also shared videos of her taking post-show ice baths to help her cope with multiple injuries that are causing, quote, overwhelming pain.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to dance around. You could just sit, we can just stand or sit.
Yeah, but it's Madonna. That's not how it works.
Well, she could, just shake a little booty. I mean, for Christ's sake, she's... So anyway, so the reason I brought this up because the comments section is hilarious.
Is it?
One of my favorite... This is on the BBC's website, BBC News, but it's also on UK's Yahoo page. But the comments, my favorite comment is that the battery in her motorized scooter died.
Wow. I still remember Axl. Axl was the king of that. Axl Rose for Guns N' Roses.
Canceling shows?
Oh yeah. Well, not even canceling shows. Like, he'd walk on stage and 6 minutes into a show, be like, "Yeah," and walk off. Like, there was that. Ivan would know about this, but I don't know if you heard about. I can't remember which there was a time where Metallica was touring with Guns N' Roses, and one of the guys from Metallica got caught up in a pyro.
Holy crap!
And it was real bad, so they had to, they basically closed off the show.
Right.
Axl comes out, does like a 6-minute set, and tells basically Montreal to go fuck off, and they absolutely rioted, and as they should. It was bad. I mean, you can't do anything about the Metallica thing, but Axl just came out and.
Yeah, just come on, let's give us at least, half a show or something.
No, Axl Rose was notorious for that stuff, man. He was bad. It's the reason why for a while, that's one of the reasons why Guns N' Roses, even when Axl's talked about going privately around the country, people are like, yeah, what's our guarantee you're actually going to play? And more than 6 minutes. So, yeah. I guess this is a big thing going on. I got some big thing here going on in Japan. That applications to become a Japanese billionaire's girlfriend have topped 20,000 ahead of a documentary on a search for his life partner to take a moon voyage.
Voyage?
Yeah, apparently he's going to go to the moon with this person, I guess. Yep. Yusaka, I can't even pronounce this. Maezawa. I don't know who he is. He's probably. I could probably Google him. Anyway, that's who the billionaire is. He will be the first private passenger on Elon Musk's SpaceX. Has already generated huge social media buzz with a $9 million giveaway to his followers that secured his position as Japan's foremost Twitter celebrity.
Okay. Yes, Yosaku Maezawa.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. The show application, apparently the show application now includes a love diagnostic test where potential entrants can test their compatibility with the entrepreneur who sold his online fashion business, Zozo Inc., to SoftBank Group Corp last year. The multiple question choices include: if you rode in a private jet, where would you go? If Mizawa farted in front of you, what would you say?
You say, you're a billionaire. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I would say at least you didn't poop in the diapers.
That's right. Exactly. At least is that subtitled, that fart? That Japanese fart?
I have no idea. Apparently, yeah. If the person doesn't get picked, maybe they can get the guy to sue, like they think they're Derek Jeter because they were the right choice. So apparently, this is some sort of reality show securing for what they're calling "quote unquote" full moon lovers and a coup for the service, which aims to generate social media traffic and target younger viewers who are turning off TV. The current and upcoming shows include one in which Japanese-speaking female contestants are paired with foreign men who don't speak their language, and another in which women go on dates with princes several years their junior.
Little Icarus factor going there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, how does this relate to... They're just talking about this company who's doing this. So apparently this guy is going to go to the moon. And not only is he going to go to the moon... He's
going in Elon Musk's ship.
Yeah, and apparently he wants to... I don't know how to say this. Apparently he wants to take the woman to the moon. Alice, I don't know. I mean...
The Japanese
apparently
honeymooners.
they're not playing Galaga, that's for sure.
With Art Carney and Audrey Meadows will be with them.
Yeah, really, seriously. You can also... here's another story that's more recent. You can drink like a Mexican... You can drink like a Mexican kingpin. El Chapo beer has been launched by El Chapo's daughter. Have a cold one and El Chapo beer. That's the message from Alondra Guzman, whose company has developed a craft beer dedicated to her infamous incarcerated kingpin father. The beer is part of the El Chapo 701 brand, which has already launched a clothing line and gets its name from when Forbes named him the 701st richest person in the world in 2009. His estimated net worth at the time was $1 billion.
She could be the Japanese billionaire's girlfriend.
Let's see. This is from their salesperson for the brand. It is an artisan beer with 4% alcohol. This is a prototype. This prototype is a lager, and it's made up of malt, rice, and honey. So it's good. And the idea is for it to be sold at bars that stock craft beer. A 355 milliliter bottle is due to be priced at about $3.73 American. I don't know. What?
Oh.
So, not only... Leave this alone. This is a bad idea.
I got one more story.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to end off on this because I could go look for more stuff. But...
Okay. Apparently outrage over a Chinese theme park that forces a pig to bungee jump.
Ooh.
A Chinese theme park has triggered a wave of outrage on social media after it's forced a pig to bungee jump off a 68-meter-high tower. Video footage shows the pig tied to a pole, carried by two men to the top of a tower before being pushed off. The theme park, located in Chongqing, said the stunt was held to mark the opening of the new bungee attraction. Local media outlets said the pig was sent to a slaughterhouse afterwards. The stunt caused anger online, reflecting the growing importance of animal rights among China's population. Well, at least it wasn't a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it looks like the pig is wearing a cape. The theme park has since put out a statement saying that it has accepted the criticism it has received. We sincerely accept Nathan's criticism and advice and apologize to the public. We will improve our marketing of the tourist site to provide tourists with better services. So we're no longer going to make our pigs bungee jump before we slaughter them. We're just going to plain slaughter them. So for the right of but bungee jumping pigs. When pigs fly. Look.
Diapers full of poop. That could be, well, anyway. I did find one more story.
Okay. Right. Well, this is it. This is the last one, we promise.
Well, I'm sorry. Anytime I have the opportunity to bring up anything having to do with sex in the state of Utah, it's time. For those who are not aware, and I don't think we ever aired this. I think we did this in the the warm-ups that we did where we talked about the Utah porn czar that used to exist. Like, it was like a high five.
Yeah, it's like job. A super duper like inner sanctum kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, Utah used to have that porn czar where basically that person just basically sat around and like watched porn to determine and like got paid like 5 figures. It had like a huge budget for this thing. Anyway, Utah's back at it again because Utah's health officials jokey SL, UT condoms don't go over super swell with the government. This is from with the governor. The state's health department was ordered to yank the quirky condoms aimed at combating HIV because of sexual innuendo. All I gotta say is, okay, so before we even get into the story, here are all the packages, all the packaging that is possible that they have. And I don't even know how this got passed in Utah. I don't know who thought this was a good idea in Utah, but these are great. Okay? There's one with a bear where it shows its butt, and it says, "Don't go bear," BARE.
Oh.
There's another one with a person skiing that says, "Greatest sex on earth." Okay? There's another. This is where it starts to get amusing. Explore Utah's caves. And there's a picture of like a guy like exploring a cave.
Well.
And then the next one is SL, UT, which is basically same, Salt Lake, Utah.
Yeah.
Except it's, SL slut. And they have
SLUT. Oh, yeah.
And there's a little star to like point out the capital of Utah. I can't figure out what this one is, but it says this is the place, and it can't be good. The next one it says Fillmore. It's like a driving sign, where they give like the mileage, and it says Fillmore is 6 miles, and it says Beaver is 9. There's one that says the diagnosis doesn't define you, and there's another one that says enjoy your mountain, with a mountain on there. There's another that says you in Utah sex. With a picture of, looks like dancing. There's another that says toss the Jello salad.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how these got approved. How this got this far.
Could have these in stores
There's
in Utah.
another that says put your arc into it, and it's like a hole with like an arc in it. These are awesome. So apparently they thought it was a cute idea for combating HIV.
Great marketing team.
130,000 condoms with sexy Utah-themed names, but the gimmick fell flat with Republican Governor Gary Herbert. The multicolored condom packages boasted names like the greatest sex on earth, a play on a Utah slogan, the greatest snow on earth. SL, UT, that's Salt Lake, Utah.
Salt Lake, Utah, right.
Explore your caves, enjoy your mountain. This is the place which Utah. Okay, this explains this. This is the place which Mormon leader Brigham Young uttered when he entered the Salt Lake Valley. Oh, God, that's bad. The campaign was ordered halted hours after it began, but not before some 42,000 condoms have been distributed. According to the Salt Lake Tribune. The governor understands the importance of the Utah Department of Health conducting a campaign to educate Utahns about HIV prevention, Herbert's office said in a statement. He does not, however, approve the use of sexual innuendo as part of the taxpayer-funded campaign, and our office has asked the department to rework the campaign's branding. The health department issued a statement apologizing for the offensive packaging and asked all our partners to stop distributing them immediately. The executive of the Utah AIDS Foundation, which was one of the partners distributing the condoms, argued that the messages might be effective for the target market. Quote from Amber Afraz, I understand it's not necessarily the best messaging for everyone, but I would argue if it's not messaging for you, you may not be the person who needs to use these prevention tools. Before the governor's office stepped in, the health department's prevention and treatment program spoke up about the packaging. Spoke up for the packaging. If condoms are fun, relatable, and sex positive, people are more apt to talk about them. The department launched a website with information on safe sex to accompany the condoms giveaway, and it is H for Human campaign. The website is temporarily offline as of Thursday.
Well, yeah, anything that can help raise awareness for spreading of diseases and such, So
Oh, God.
it's well intentioned, and
I just think it's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, there are a lot of states where this would have been just fine, but not Utah.
Not the state of Utah. Nope. Bunch of Mormon prudes there. So
yes, they are. And that's why I was dying of laughter when I saw this. I'm like, that's weed.
I really should go see the Book of Mormon.
Like I said, those guys and their slut Utah. I'm never gonna forget that now.
Now, every time I go to Salt Lake, if I ever mention Utah, it's like Salt Lake City.
I want to go to Slut. That's great. That is absolutely. I just put it up on our Squares page, which is where you can find most of the stories.
Yes.
On Facebook, and so if you want to check out some of those stories and more, you can. There are other stuff that we talk about, like Geek News and all that other stuff. Mike, where can they send stories besides our buddy Scott?
Scott, of course, on our Facebook page, that's where you see all the crazy stories. Yep. We're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe. You'll know when new content drops. And, of course, we're on Spotify, Podbean, Anchor, Google, Apple. Leave us a review. We'd appreciate it. If you like what you're listening to, we would like you a whole lot if you did so. Of course, email us at sotrtpodcast@gmail.com.
That sounds good.
All right. So I guess that'll do for the news of the Squared.
So, well, thanks again for listening.
We'll see y'all next time. We'll have Ivan here with us, our own personal live track. We appreciate him.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
We miss him, and we'll hopefully see him next week. So, thanks a lot for listening.
Indeed. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll enjoy the weirdness and the wackiness, and we'll talk soon.